What if Borderlands 4 took us to different universes? That sounds like a crazy idea, but it could also be a lot of fun, or it could be a disaster depending on how they do it. Borderlands has always been a weird and wild series, but it hasn't really messed with the multiverse thing yet. Maybe it's time to try something new, or maybe it's better to stick with what works. It's hard to say for sure, but it's definitely something to think about. After all, Borderlands 4 is going to be huge. It's Gearbox's biggest franchise, and they always try to make each game bigger and better than the last one. So maybe they'll go for something epic like a multiverse adventure. It could open up a lot of possibilities for the story and give us some crazy scenarios that we've never seen before. But it could also be risky, especially since multiverses are kind of overdone these days. And maybe Borderlands doesn't need that kind of gimmick. Maybe it's fine the way it is. A multiverse-themed plotline could be a cool way for Borderlands 4 to spice things up. Imagine meeting different versions of yourself or your friends, some good and some bad, or seeing how Pandora looks like in other realities. Maybe we could even visit the fantasy world of Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, where some Borderlands characters show up with a twist. There are so many fun things that a multiverse could offer to Borderlands. But a multiverse could also be a headache for Borderlands 4. Having multiple universes means having a lot of stuff to keep track of. The Borderlands games have always had simple and straightforward stories, but adding more universes and characters could make things too messy and confusing. The writers would have to be careful not to go overboard with the multiverse stuff, or else they might lose the focus and clarity of the story. While the multiverse sounds awesome, it also comes with a big challenge that Borderlands 4 would have to face. A multiverse could be a cool idea for Borderlands, but it's not something to mess around with. It could be fun to see different versions of the Borderlands world and characters, like what if the Vault Hunters had to fight a different bad guy in another dimension, or what if they got stuck in a weird Pandora that's not like the one they know. But it could also be confusing and complicated and maybe take away from the main story of Borderlands. So I don't think it's a good or bad thing, just something that needs to be done right. Borderlands 4 is still a mystery, so we don't know if it will have a multiverse or not, but it seems like they have a lot of stuff to work with already, so maybe they don't need to add more. But if they do, I hope they use it to make the game more fun and interesting, not just to make it more crazy. Now let's talk about another aspect of Borderlands 4. One of the coolest things about the Borderlands games is how you can customize your character with different skills and abilities. But what if you could unlock all the skills for your Vault Hunter, no matter what level you are? That would be awesome, right? Well, some modders have already made that possible, but only for PC players. Console players are missing out on this fun way to play the game. That's why Borderlands 4 and any other future games in the series should make this an official feature. And while they're at it, they should also add mod support for everyone, so we can all enjoy the creativity of the community. You know what would be cool? If Gearbox let us customize our Vault Hunters however we want, without making them too OP. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love being OP in Borderlands, but maybe there's a way to have fun without breaking the game. Maybe we could experiment with different skills and perks and see what makes our characters awesome. Most looter games let you craft your own gear, but Borderlands doesn't have that feature yet. But the modders already figured out how to do it, and they're way ahead of the developers. That's why Borderlands should have official mod support. It would be awesome to see what the modders could do with the right tools and resources. They could make new stories, new characters, and new content that could rival the best DLCs in the series. Not that I'm saying Borderlands is boring or anything. Heck no, I love the endgame stuff, like the weapon proficiencies and the Guardian ranks. They're super fun and rewarding. But maybe it would be nice to spice things up a bit in the future games, you know? We got another shocker for you. Embracer Group, the big boss of Gearbox Software, might be looking to sell them off soon. Some people think this could happen after Borderlands 4 comes out. That means Borderlands 4 has to be awesome, or else Gearbox could lose their current home. But it's not just the money people who are watching Borderlands 4 closely. The fans are also super hyped for it. The last thing they got from Borderlands was Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, and that was kind of a letdown. The main game was okay, but the DLCs were pretty bad. So Borderlands 4 has to make up for that and show the fans that Gearbox still knows how to make a great game. And then there's the newbies. You know, the ones who will watch the Borderlands movie and think, hey, maybe I should check out the games too. Borderlands 4 has to be welcoming to them as well, and show them why this franchise is so cool and fun. If Borderlands 4 can do all that, then maybe Gearbox will be fine, but if not, well, things could get ugly. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed your time. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more content like this.